Hello, internet. So last night while I was doom scrolling at like 4 in the morning, I decided I might need to get rid of one of these apps. Maybe it would help me get more sleep. I mean, odds are I'm not actually going to do that, but I do want to know if you were going to delete YouTube, Insta, or TikTok, which one would it be? Anyways, let's move on to something slightly more important. Today, we're discussing a French influencer being sentenced to 12 months for stabbing strangers with empty syringes in a prank video filmed in Paris. In Thailand, a TikToker's pet lion escaped and mauled 2 people, including a child. And a man entered a classroom, performed a Roman salute, shouted insults, and then fled while being chased down by students and was arrested. All in today's, oh, I didn't realize until right now we were only talking about dumb people today, solid episode of But, like always, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an update. Enunciations. And you know, if you don't, I'm just gonna call your mom and tell her that you're a little
A French influencer has been sentenced to 12 months in prison, with 6 months suspended, after filming himself jabbing strangers with empty syringes as part of a social media prank.
Yeah, so this absolute genius, Mine Mojito, targeted random bystanders in Paris, stabbing them with empty syringes while filming for TikTok. Some victims panicked, fearing injection. It's like the biggest duh you can offer. French authorities arrested him shortly after, holding him for 2 months in, I'm not even gonna try to say this one. Alice, can you, do the thing?
Fleury-Mérogis prison.
Thank you. Anyways, he told the court he copied similar videos from Spain and Portugal, claiming that he underestimated the consequences. The court disagreed. He was convicted of violence with a weapon that didn't result in an incapacity to work. His sentence includes 12 months in jail, 6 months in, 6 months suspended, a £1,500 fine, and a 3-year weapon ban. The case drew some obvious widespread backlash online. Many saw it as an example of how online pranks have escalated to inexcusable levels. I'm being nice saying inexcusable. The prosecution initially asked for 15 months under electronic monitoring, but the judge opted for partial incarceration instead, citing the public safety risk. Yeah, honestly, I would just argue keep him in there for all 12 months, but the first-time offenders? I don't know. His lawyer welcomed the verdict, saying it put media outrage into proportion while respecting legal principles, if there are any principles left in the legal field. Mojito's case joins a growing list of influencers facing real-world penalties for digital stunts. Cough Vitali, cough Somali. I'm not hiding it. Dumb guys. I'm just glad that courts are finally making it clear, online content doesn't excuse criminal behavior. But jackassery is still kind of okay, but we'll see what happens there.
A Thai TikToker could face 6 months in jail after his pet lion escaped and attacked 2 people in a residential area.
The lion in question escaped around 11 p.m. on October 4th in, not again, man, Alice.
Kanchanaburi's Beau Floy district.
Thank you. The animal attacked an 11-year-old boy that was walking home. A 43-year-old man, Sarwut Tokeo, I'm sorry, this man's a hero and I just can't say it, stepped in to help and was also mauled. He struck the lion repeatedly until it released the boy, and afterwards both victims were hospitalized with some serious injuries but survived. The lion, a 1-year-old female named Mahesi, its owner, 32-year-old TikToker Perinya Parkpoom, why did I pick so many things that I can't pronounce, appeared in the viral footage hesitating behind a fence before retrieving the lion from a nearby field. Wildlife officials seized the lion the next day and relocated her to a conservation center, and from there she'll ultimately be transferred to a registered wildlife breeding facility. The animal was legally owned, is microchipped and registered. Perinya now faces charges for recklessly failing to control a wild animal, which yeah. They face up to 6 months in prison, a fine of 50,000 baht, or both. Also, they told authorities that the attack was unintentional and blamed a broken chain, and has since apologized and promised to pay for the boy's medical bills. I'm pretty sure that's like the bar. Thailand does permit exotic pet ownership with registration, but this case has obviously reignited a debate about enforcement and public safety. Also, authorities are under pressure to strengthen rules and inspections, especially for content creators using wild animals for online videos. Can we just all do ourselves a favor and not own the big kitten? I mean, it's cute when it's small, but eventually you're the toy.
A person entered a university classroom, made a quote Roman salute and shouted insults, then fled across campus while being chased by a crowd of students before officers arrested them.
Okay, so I'm a little late to this one, but I'm not seeing much here on YouTube about it, so... This man in question, which I couldn't find his name, at least with Google, so I mean, if you found it, let me know in the comments, walked into a lecture hall and performed the, "My heart goes out to all of you" salute while shouting at the instructor and students. We all still remember that happened, right? Students recorded the incident on their phones. The footage shows people chasing the suspect around the university's red square, with the crowd growing as students joined in for the pursuit. The chase ended near Drumheller Fountain. I'm saying that as if we all know what that is. I didn't go there. Odds are you didn't go there either. Videos from several angles show the suspect on the ground surrounded by dozens of students, clearly realizing he was in the find out segment of his day, crying out, "Aren't you the party of peace?" University police moved between the crowd and the suspect, then placed the person in handcuffs. And officials confirmed he wasn't a UW student, so he had no business being there. The university issued a ban from the campus and criminal charges are pending. The case has been forwarded to the proper authorities for review. Campus leaders said that they take incidents of hate and intimidation seriously and will cooperate with the investigators. Now, this is one of those moments that proved to me that these type of people are forgetting one incredibly important fact. Speech that is legally protected is not exempt from social response. 1A only limits government power, not public reaction. People are, or at least should be, free to speak whatever is on their mind, but not free from the consequences when others decide to respond. There's a difference between going to jail and getting your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, on that piece of... I'm gonna call it. If you enjoyed your time here, do me a solid and hit that like button. You know, help spread some news. Anyways, I'll catch you later, bitch.